Hi, and welcome back. Now that we're familiar with the concepts of resources, capabilities, core capabilities, and competitive advantage, we would like to use this lesson to provide a holistic view of how entrepreneurs and CEOs can approach the quest for a competitive advantage. First, it is essential that you know what resources you have at your disposal. Assessing the resources available to you and your competitors correctly will make your strategic judgment a lot better. Have you heard the famous Chinese general Sun Tzu's quote, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." It's the same in business. A good understanding of what you have at your disposal and how it differs from the resources available to competitors. So, step number 1 for finding your competitive advantage is to identify and assess resources. However, depending on what business you're in, resources are not all created equal. World-class engineers are much more needed in Apple, one of the leading tech companies in the world, than in McDonald's, a fast food chain. The ability to create a competitive advantage is closely related to a company's ability to recognize the key success factors in its industry and use its resources to address them. For example, if you're selling white goods online and have a superb logistics system, then developing this resource will probably help you gain a significant cost advantage. Companies can establish a competitive advantage only when using resources or capabilities not easily available to all other participants in the industry. The scarcer a resource, the likelier it would allow you to acquire a sustainable competitive advantage, and one that will last in the long term. Then, we can say step number 2 in our process is appraisal of resources. These are the resources related to a critical success factor for the industry in which we operate. They're not widely available and are difficult to imitate. Identifying and securing these resources might result in a competitive advantage. And step number 3 is to develop these resources, invest in them, but also make sure their potential is used to the fullest and in sync with the firm's competitive positioning strategy.